This is The Early Years, a show about influential early employees at the most successful companies and their stories that have made a lasting impact. I'm Braden Anderson, the creator and host of The Early Years show. Over the last few months, I've interviewed early employees from Qualtrics, Looker, MySQL, SimpleNexus, and many more. I've had in-depth conversations with the earliest sales reps, founding members of marketing teams, and other important employees, and I share their evolution from junior employee to influential contributor.
I think arrogantly, I thought I would be a good leader right out of the gates, just because I thought I understood people. And in all reality, like a misconception I had about leadership was be the person with all the answers, be somebody that they can trust, and yes, you need to have the answers. Yes, you need to be somebody they can wholeheartedly trust. But I think something I took away, at least from that initial leadership, run was, you're doing everybody a disservice if you're creating dependencies on you. I think the most confident leaders are much more ones that just ask really good questions with the intent that it's empowering you to think on your own.
Hear the stories and the impact that these individuals have made while at these startups. And in the process, hear the interesting early stories that you likely won't hear anywhere else.
I was sending a campaign for each sales rep. And so I had a CSV file and HTML file. And we were doing this one-off email campaign. And I uploaded the CSV file where the HTML file went. And then uploaded the CSV file again. So I sent a list of emails to a list of emails. And there was 84,000 people on that list. And all of a sudden, it was a oh shit moment.
Come listen to their stories.
First, probably 5 months, I was still a student. I remember actually stepping out of classes to take sales calls. There's this one specific bench outside the econ building at BYU that I remember stepping out of my class because I saw a call coming in from the president of this bank and going to sit on this bench and take a call for 15, 20 minutes to hash out pricing. If you went and told these conservative banks in Iowa, Nebraska, and whatever that they were being sold software by a student that was 21 or whatever at the time, I don't know how they'd feel about it.
And get the behind the scenes look you won't hear anywhere else.
The first day, President Obama spoke, and the reception of President Obama was just huge. And there were tons of people there. And it was kind of chaotic getting everyone into main stage and making sure that everyone had a seat. And so in between days 1 and day 2, we got feedback that not everyone was able to get a seat in the main stage area and that experience wasn't as good as we would have liked it to be. And so that night, Kylan was trying to figure out how many seats were in the main stage area. And so I said, yeah, let me go run and count them, half joking, half serious. And I looked at him and he said, okay, yeah, go ahead and do that.
This is The Early Years, stories from influential early employees and their experiences that have made a lasting impact. Subscribe now on Apple or Spotify.